Good morning, everyone. You're probably sick of me by now, but I'm just going to update you on something because it's turned out to be pretty cool. So I was stressing a little bit about moving some cabinets because they weren't where I really wanted them, but they're the upper cabinets. So of course it's hard to finagle lifting them. I don't know. Maybe they're probably bulky, but maybe 25, 30 pounds over your head. But so you're trying to hold them up. Well, my glasses are reflecting the sun. You're trying to hold them up while using your screw gun, changing your bits out. I guess you could have two guns, but it's kind of heavy. So sorry, I'm in the no makeup today. I just got up. I wanted to get this project done. I'm really trying to get it done so I can concentrate on other things during the week. So long story short, my hair is kind of in this weird braid, but so anyway, what I was watching on a show, and I thought I want to move these cabinets, but I don't want to bug people. They're busy. They don't want to. So I needed to be able to do it by myself. So I have like 4 things I want to tell you about that has turned out to be pretty cool. Okay. So I tried it this morning. I was a little worried, but it ended up working out really nifty. So I call it my nifty tool. Now, I found it off of YouTube, and it was some men who install cabinets a lot. And so I made it my own little tool. It's not little. It's got to be tall enough to support the cabinet. So I'm going to show you what I did. So hold on just one sec. Boom. Okay. All right. So, and let's update. Oh, look at how pretty the knobs are on the fronts. I used that other nifty tool. This one worked pretty good. I had to kind of figure out a few other things, and I just realized I didn't do those handles down there. So you have to move it around a little bit, but once you get it set, it's not too hard to use. But make sure that you measure 4 or 5 times. I had to measure quite a bit. And then a couple times I didn't drill them. They were drilled a little crooked. So I had to re-drill. It turned out to be okay. It was on these cabinets right here, the front of them. I don't know if I can show you, but anyway, those right there. And it turned out nice. There's the other ones. Here's this one. And this one. Okay, so this is what I did this morning, though, that turned out to be pretty cool. All right, so this cabinet right here, and it's actually 2 cabinets combined, okay? Ryan and I, when we put it up, we put it solid against the wall, which is okay. Ryan wanted me to leave it, I think, because he didn't want to come help me again, but okay, so I figured out how to do it myself. It turned out to be very smooth. So I made this piece of wood, and I found it. You had to measure, it needed to be, and then I screwed another piece there to hold it, but it had to be a certain length, and then I had a top on there that will hold the cabinets up for you. And you got to make sure you get it just right, and then it holds it real nice, and then you can have your hands free to, what I had to do is scoot both of those cabinets over about 4 inches. And I'm going to have to fill this in here with some finished wood so it looks good. It looks uniform. But before I could get these cabinets in, right, I had to finish this because I'm a perfectionist. I wanted them a certain way. One reason is I needed 7 inches between that and the this vent because I am going to put backsplash up there. Ryan told me to keep it like that because things aren't uniform nowadays and it actually looks good. I didn't want to do it. I couldn't do it. So I did have to put clamp up there to make sure I got it straight. So the other thing that I did is by watching the YouTube, I put screws right in here to make sure that was clamped together right there. The two cabinets are joined. Now most people, or the men that I was watching doing it as professionals, they do it on the ground and then put it up, but I didn't do it that way. I did it up in the air. It's a little bit more difficult. There's a little bit of I see a little bit of a gap in there, but not enough I'm going to worry about. But you have to be careful because right here, I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of a stress fracture right there. So I did drill it first, which also was something that I didn't realize. When you drill stuff in wood, and it scared me a couple times, more than once, when you're screwing it, like, I don't know, it starts smoking and smelling like fire. That scared me. I'm like, I was doing that. I did that over here, back here, where I put in down there, I was drilling down there at the bottom to go through the floor. I think I already showed you guys, but if I can pull this cabinet out, I'll show you again. Down there where I had to drill through the floor, I was using this one bit and it started smoking. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna get start on fire inside the wood and I'm gonna have a house fire. Okay, don't laugh at me. I did end up pouring water in the hole so that it wouldn't catch on fire, but it smoked in there too when I was doing it. So what I found to do, maybe this is logical, I've never done this kind of work before, but what I did is I just backed the screw gun out and then went back in again and then out and in again. And then when I did that, and you have to really listen for sounds, because as I was doing this, I kind of heard some cracking, and so I backed it out quickly, but it did crack a little bit. You know, that'll be covered. I'll probably put some epoxy in there just so that I'm sure that it's steady. But that was something I didn't really realize, okay? And my nifty tool. Oh my gosh. That was so incredibly awesome. I liked it a lot. The other thing that I learned is star screws. So star screws. Ryan told me about them. So they're screws, let's see if you can see it. They have a star on them. So I'm not very strong, or I'm not talented, I don't know which, in putting screws in the wall, or I'm not strong enough. And up there, that top one, I had to drill, and always drill first, because you have to get into the stud. And I'm not strong enough to get it into the stud, but I did see, most of the shows are going to tell you to drill first, okay? And I don't have an impact drill either. I guess that's a nice tool, but I just didn't want to spend another $100-200 on another drill when I had one. So drilling first before you do the hole has been ideal. Same on the knobs and the pulls, you have to drill first. So, but then you're switching out. For me, I have one, I switched it in and out constantly. So I needed to have my hands free, right? So that worked just so nifty. The other thing is you gotta constantly make sure everything's level. Everything's got to be level. So you got to have a hand free to level everything out. And so that worked nice. So I'm almost done here, you guys. I'm almost done with this. I probably should. I have some finished wood from my other pieces. I probably should go ahead and put that up so that it's all done and screw it in that other side before I put it back together. But let's see, my nifty tool, when you do drill, the drill bit's super hot, so I burned my hands taking it out. It's crazy, but I guess it makes sense. You know, it's wood and you're drilling, it gets hot, it smokes. I just never had been through that before. Let's see what else. Oh, clamps. Okay, I wish I should have picked up some wood clamps, but Dan had a bunch of these clamps, so I'm using them. They're good. I've used them constantly throughout my projects. So the fourth thing that I wanted to share with you guys, because I thought it was kind of funny, is that when I mark the holes for like this tool right here, it's kind of deep. Like this tool is kind of deep. Oh, sorry. This tool right here, so it's deep. Like it's, so I couldn't get a pen through it. So what I ended up doing is using, I have lip gloss that that fit through there rather nicely, and so I used lip gloss to mark the holes with so I could make sure that they were lined up right. Anyway, okay, I just thought it was kind of a fun thing that I learned, and I wanted to share with you before I finished up today. It's going good. Now the other project I have to do is I need to move this microwave and drawer over, or shelf over. I guess I can use my nifty tool. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one because I'm going to have to take the microwave off again, and it's on this clamp, metal clamp in the back that is, oh my gosh, I've got it so reinforced that it's incredible. So I'm going to have to take it off, unscrew it. At least all the holes are marked. I'm going to have to make another hole in the back of the cabinet here for that. So there's going to be a hole in the wood again. I don't know. I don't want to do it, but I probably will have to. I mean, if you're going to do it right. And so I'll try my nifty tool. I don't know if it's high enough, so I might need to put another board on, but we'll see. Okay, that's it for today. I think I'm going to finish doing Kitty. She's up investigating everything. Okay, have a super, super day. Much love. Uh-oh, I somehow got mixed up in this other screen. I'm not sure. Okay.